Have you ever tried to save money by fixing something yourself, only to have it cost you twice as much to fix later? Estate planning works the same way. Those online do-it-yourself tools might seem quick and cheap, and they might seem like they can help you in the right way, but they can end up being the most expensive shortcut you'll ever take. I'm Adam Berk, an estate planning attorney at Elder Law of Nashville, and I help families create plans that work when they're needed, not just when they're signed. And today, I want to talk about why relying solely on online estate planning tools can leave you and your loved ones with more headaches, more costs, and sometimes devastating consequences. If you've been thinking about getting your planning done, or if you've already done it online and want to make sure it will really protect you, reach out to me. I'll help you get it done the right way so you can move forward with confidence, clarity, and peace of mind. I completely understand why online planning tools are tempting. They're cheap, fast, and you can do them without leaving your home. But here's the thing. A plan that's quick to make can be quicker to fail when it's needed. Let me break down why. The first thing is a lack of personalization. When you sit down with an experienced estate planning attorney, we take the time to learn about your family dynamics, assets, goals, and even future concerns you might not have thought about yet. This allows us to build a plan that's tailored specifically to you and your goals, whether that's making sure a child from a previous marriage is provided for, protecting a vacation property in another state, or structuring your assets to avoid unnecessary taxes. Here's what can go wrong. An online template asks general questions, but it doesn't understand the real-life ripple effects of your answers. For example, if you own property in two different states, the wrong document can trigger 2 probate cases, doubling court costs and legal fees for your family. Or if you've remarried, the generic will might leave everything to your spouse by default and unintentionally disinheriting your kids from your first marriage. Not the result you want. The second is missing legal requirements. And this is a big one. In my state, a valid will requires the right number of witnesses, proper signatures, and in most cases, a self-proving affidavit that's notarized. When we prepare your documents, we make sure every legal box is checked, every signature is in the right place, and the paperwork is airtight so it will hold up in court. Here's what can go wrong. Many online wills skip these steps or bury them in fine print. I've seen families show up to probate with a will printed from the internet, only to have the judge throw it out because it wasn't signed correctly or didn't have the required affidavit. At that point, the court treats it as if there's no will at all, meaning that the state decides who gets what, and that's called intestacy. Third, the risk of hurting loved ones with very special circumstances. If you have a loved one with disabilities who receives public benefits, your plan should include a special needs trust of some kind. That trust allows them to receive an inheritance without losing eligibility for things like Medicaid or SSI. It's a very powerful tool that protects the future and preserves benefits that they rely on. Here's what can go wrong. The moment that inheritance hits their account, they are what we call over-resourced, and they lose their benefits. Restoring eligibility can take months, cost thousands in legal fees, and during that time, they're left without the support that they need. 4. Incomplete or ineffective powers of attorney. A well-drafted power of attorney spells out exactly what powers your agent has, from selling your property to accessing your financial accounts to handling Medicaid planning if you ever need long-term care. It's detailed and specific so your agent can act without any roadblocks. Here's what can go wrong. Online powers of attorney are most of the time bare bones. They might let someone else pay your bills, but not sell your house. I had a case one time where someone needed to sell their parents' home to pay for their care, but the power of attorney they used from the internet did not grant that authority. By the time the family fixed it in court, the property sale was delayed, the care facility had not been paid, and let me tell you, the stress was through the roof. Number 5, no ongoing updates or guidance. An attorney doesn't just create your plan and disappear, or at least they shouldn't. We review it periodically, update it when the laws change, and adjust it when your life changes. Whether there's a new marriage, a grandchild, or, what I like, really big purchases. Your plan evolves with you, as it should. But here's the thing, online tools are static. They don't call you when the law changes or when your documents become outdated. I've seen wills that were perfectly fine when they were made, but after a law changed, they no longer achieved the tax savings the family expected. That cost them tens of thousands of dollars, all because the plan never updated. Estate planning is about more than just filling out forms. It's about creating a specialized plan that works in the real world for your real life. Cutting corners with online tools can cost your family money, time, and peace of mind. And let me tell you, nobody wants that. If you want to make sure that your plan does exactly what you need it to do, call me. I'll guide you through the process, make sure nothing's missed, and be there for you when life inevitably changes. Don't just hope your plan will work. Let's make sure that it will.